Welcome back to the channel. History isn't always just dates and boring names. You'll be surprised by some of the most bizarre and downright unbelievable moments from the past. In today's video, we're diving into 5 lesser-known historical facts that'll make you look at history in a whole new way. Let's get started. First up, the Great Emu War of 1932. Yes, you heard that right, Australia fought a war against emus. In Western Australia, farmers were battling an emu infestation that was destroying their crops. So, the government sent soldiers armed with machine guns to take these birds down. But guess what? The emus won. Despite all the firepower, these fast, flightless birds outran and outsmarted the soldiers, making this one of the most embarrassing defeats in military history. The emus continued to wreak havoc, and the war ended in their favor. Who knew emus were such formidable foes? Next, let's move to 1518, when the city of Strasbourg, back then part of the Holy Roman Empire, experienced a bizarre phenomenon, the dancing plague. For some unknown reason, over 400 people began dancing uncontrollably. And we're not talking about a few hours, days. Some even danced to their deaths from exhaustion. So, what caused it? Historians still aren't sure. Some believe it was mass hysteria, while others think it could have been caused by ergot poisoning, which comes from moldy rye. No matter what triggered it, it remains one of the strangest events in history. Now, here's a mind-bender. Cleopatra, the famous queen of Egypt, is often thought of as ancient. After all, she lived thousands of years ago, right? But get this, Cleopatra lived closer in time to the 1969 moon landing than to the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza. While the Great Pyramid was completed around 2500 BC, Cleopatra's reign was in the 1st century BC. That means she lived just over 2,000 years ago, while the pyramid was built more than 4,500 years ago. It's a reminder that time doesn't always work the way we think it does. Next, let's talk about one of history's greatest tragedies, the Library of Alexandria. At its peak, this library was the largest and most significant of its time, housing hundreds of thousands of scrolls and documents. But it was destroyed in a series of fires, and to this day, no one knows exactly how or when it happened. Some say it was burned during Julius Caesar's siege of the city in 48 BC, while others argue it was lost much later. The tragic part? We lost a wealth of knowledge that could have changed the course of human history forever. Finally, here's a strange one. The first wheeled suitcase wasn't invented in the 1970s, like most of us think. Nope, it was actually created way earlier, in the early 1900s. That's right, a suitcase with wheels existed over a century ago, but it didn't catch on at the time. Imagine how much easier travel would have been if everyone had wheeled luggage in the 1920s. Sometimes, the best ideas don't get the recognition they deserve.